in case you guys have not heard the big news, YouTuber sensation, the quote unquote new star of boxing, Jake Paul, had just announced him and Ben Askren, the UFC fighter, or formerly known as UFC fighter, retired UFC fighter, Ben Askren, are about to do a boxing match. Projected fight time is supposed to happen around like February or March 2020, 2021. And me for one, like I know like Jake Paul had called him out, Ben Askren had entertained the thought, but I thought, Ben was waiting on Dana White's decision. I know Dana White was talking about having just quote unquote having Amanda Nunes beat his ass or whatever. I know that apparently because Michael Bisping, Conor McGregor, and Dylan Dennis all share the same manager, there was talks of him going from maybe Bisping to if he wins Dennis to if he wins then to see what's up. And apparently they were talking about because, Conor's obviously not going to fight him because he's a fool, that maybe Bisping was going to take it because, it's a money fight regardless. And Jake Paul is just like he's such an idiot that I am not surprised that you have all these athletes that just want to humble him, especially after what he just did to Nate Robinson. His head is inflated exponentially. His ego has been inflated exponentially. So sadly, we have to talk about how the fight's gonna go, what's gonna happen. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if Jake Paul makes Ben Askren fight in an open weight class like we saw, when I say open, I just mean at the weight that he wants, because you have to realize when he fought Nate Robinson, they were fighting at a middleweight weight. They were fighting at 180 to 189 pounds. Jake Paul fought Nate Robinson at I think 189.4 pounds, and Nate Robinson weighed in at 181.9 or something like that. And you have to realize Nate Robinson is like 5'8", 5'9". Jake Paul is like 6 foot, 6'1". So crazy because Nate Robinson is so crazy explosive. But anyway, Ben Askren, he's not the most muscular guy. He's not the most toned guy. His striking is extremely subpar. His boxing is extremely subpar. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news like I was saying earlier, but I think Jake beats him in 5'8" at the absolute most. And I think Jake Paul is going to get an inflated ego again. How I see this thing going, Jake Paul fights Ben Askren. Jake Paul sadly beats the shit out of Ben Askren in a boxing match, especially if they use like 12-ounce gloves or 8 ounces, because Jake Paul, like, he can't fight, but the boy can fight. You know what I mean? Like he can't fight on any competitive level, seriously, but in a street fight, he can fight. Like, can he fight someone who's not good at boxing, but who still knows a thing or two? Yeah. Is he gonna fight an Errol Spence or even an amateur boxer in his weight class? No. If you were to take an amateur Golden Glover who's at his weight class naturally, 180, 190, they would mop the floor with Jake Paul. But you take someone whose combat sports success has gone off of mainly his wrestling and his jiu-jitsu with Ben Askren, then, he has a shot, he has a window, whatever. Ben Askren isn't even a natural, like, heavy guy like that, especially when it comes to, like, is it muscular, is it fat, he's just not cut like that. Sadly, here's how I see it going. Jake Paul beats Ben Askren 5'8", 6'8". Then I see him moving on to Michael Bisping, and God forbid he were to get past Bisping, Dylan Dennis, and I think Dylan Dennis at that point would take the fight so seriously. Like, yo, he beat Askren and Bisping, let me take it seriously. But if, the moon turns blood red, Transformers and start falling from the sky, and, the world is about to end, and he beats Dylan Dennis, God forbid we might see a Conor McGregor fight. But, oh my God, that would be crazy. But yeah, it's a short-ass video because it's fucking Jake Paul. He's not an MMA fighter, but because he's fighting one, we have to talk about it. But yeah, Jake Paul, scrub. Does he beat Ben Askren? Yes. Does he beat Bisping, Dennis, or any other competent fighter with a decent stand-up game? No. Those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comments below what you think. You think Askren wins? Am I underrating Askren's boxing? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you on the next one.